My Geminis, what is happening? My intellectual geniuses, how y'all doing? I know technically Aquarians are the geniuses as well. You know, they're the main genius, the masterminds. I feel like y'all are geniuses. Libras are like the diplomats and the mediators and the liaisons that are, sometimes I feel like some people may be taking, not really taking Libra seriously, but hey, we Libras, I'm a Libra exile, so I can say it. I think a lot of people are like, Libras are the mediators and all that. We got some crazy powers, all right. But Gemini's, you guys have the information, you guys got the data, you guys got the facts. Y'all make y'all geniuses because y'all put two and two together. Y'all good, right? Y'all working together with Saggies, y'all are dangerous. But anyway, away from that spiel, welcome to your soulmate investigation readings. Y'all know how much I appreciate all you guys so much. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I decided to go ahead and do weeklies with these since I did get more views with the soulmate investigation readings. I think a lot of people like them more. Oh, well, that just came straight out the gate. But yeah, I want to do that for a while. Please let me know in the comments if you guys prefer the Celtic Cross type reading I did beforehand for the bi-weeklies. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm excited. I hope hopefully you guys are excited too. I already pre-shuffled this tarot deck here, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with the shuffles. Just gonna give it a quick run through in my hand. Okay, some of y'all are not opening up. Okay, we're getting a clear picture as we go through. But the Four of Pentacles talks about holding back, not opening up. Second thoughts, maybe? Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, nice. I know, you're like, what the hell's going on? Okay, so the first two cards I pulled is the mindset. This is how both parties think, or what they think of the relationship going in. Now, the second set of cards I just pulled just now indicates the body. This is how you are being seen in the relationship, as well as how you see your partner. Now, the last cards I pull here, this is the foundation. This is telling us why you guys are representing yourselves the way you represent yourselves, as well as think the way you think. Alright, so a couple more cards to go. This card indicates the what brought you two together. Ooh. And this is the challenges that you guys both face. Very interesting. So your underlying energy is the Queen of Wands. Some of y'all may be dealing with a Sag. But some of you guys also could be just dealing with a fire sign, or this has a lot to do with confidence and being fearless. Because what do we see here in this beautiful deck of cards? The Strength and the Moon. Now, typically, guys, I do read you on this side, but feel free to go on the other side here if it don't resonate. But everybody's conquering some fears. Everybody's conquering some things in their lives right now that I feel like, honestly, was going very fast. I think both of you guys were moving very fast in this connection. And, of course, you guys are going with how you feel. You guys were really feeling the connection. The Queen of Wands would do that, too. She would just be flying by, feeling the air through her hair because she loves that feeling. And she won't stop until she's done. But, she's not necessarily the stop and think about it type. She's like, if it feels good in the moment, she's going to do it. Now, considering that my Gemini family, y'all are thinkers, y'all really think things through, y'all really like to, kind of sit back and kind of resonate in your mind, usually after the fact. Now, hey, I know y'all be like, shut up, but at the same time, I'm a Gemini moon. I be charging in real fast and be thinking, what the hell did I get myself into? So I can totally understand. Not all of you Geminis are like that. I know my brother, Gemini sun, Taurus moon, so he takes it a little slower than I do. But for me, I be charging straight through. I'm like I'm all at air and stuff. I be thinking like in the middle, like, ooh, should I do this because of my Libra? But then I'd be like, too late, kind of. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you kind of went with the flow. And there's nothing wrong with going with the flow. There's nothing wrong with, realizing after getting involved with someone that you have a lot of serious differences. Or perhaps that there's some things that you that you didn't really think or put into account until after the fact, right? So again, no one is headed in a wrong direction. I'm not about to sit here and tell you all did something wrong, because you guys did everything that you're supposed to do as per your script of who you are as a soul person, right? Whatever your role in life is at this moment and how y'all have been living your life, whether it's, cool in other people's eyes or not, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're doing anything differently or anything wrong. You're doing the way you're supposed to be doing it. But with religious factors coming up here, this talks about differences and overcoming the differences, or seeing if this person truly can connect with you despite your difference with them. Now, it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Like I was saying before, for those of you that are atheists watching this thing, you may be like, well, I don't have a religious path. It don't mean any of that. It don't have to mean that. It can truly just means, obviously it truly means like, hey, your principles, your morals, your view may be different than the person that you're dating. And it could be that this person's also, again, regarding, different religions kind of go back for culture. To me, religion and culture to me are very similar, and therefore there's different cultures that may be finding that your relationship is repulsive. Not saying that I'm saying it, but the people may think that. And it does, it's up to you whether or not you can, consider those people's opinions valid or not, considering if they're in your culture or if they're in your partner's culture. Now, when I say that, it could be that there's family members that may not agree with your connection. Some people that may be in your inner circle that may not agree with your connection. And I know, typically Geminis don't really give a fuck about what people think. Hallelujah. Amen to all my Gemini family members out there that totally agree with that. Hit that like button or comment telling me amen. If you stand by that. You don't give a fuck what people think. But I do feel like some of you guys may be finding it being a bit of a toll if there is someone else that you're dealing with that has different sort of belief systems, different ways that they were brought up, and there's people around them that were kind of are naysayers or non-supportive of the connection. At the same time, you could have a wonderful connection with this person. Everybody agrees with everybody's relationship, including yours, but there is some things that you don't want to adopt because that person's involved in that. So I'm going down a rabbit hole with this religious factors things, but for those of you that are going through that, understand that you're not the only people out there that are, and I'm not saying that I resonate with that, but what I am saying is those that you're not the only ones that, that are in that kind of predicament. There's a lot of people like you, and you never, of course, you don't ever should feel like you have to, succumb to peer pressure. But back to what I was trying to say about the religious factors. Usually, it indicates a difference between you and this other person, spiritually, morally, in that sense, right? Because how both of you guys are going into this is very interesting. Now, on your side, Gemini, you have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords talks about a period of rest, a pause, right? For some of you guys, you may have taken a step back from your relationship. On the other hand, some of you guys may find this relationship extremely relaxing, or allowing this to this relationship allows you to return to the self. You know what I'm saying? So, not a bad card here, but I think a lot of this too can indicate that this relationship for you guys does require a lot of reflection or rethinking, a lot of thinking of things through, figuring out what new perspective, what perspective do you truly lean on, if that makes sense, but in a peaceful sense, right? Again, returning back to yourself. The other person sees this relationship as the Three of Cups, which could be a celebration, success, and happiness, right? This person sees this as you and this person work together, and they see you as someone in their inner circle. I feel like this person does feel or think that this relationship is extremely and immensely supportive, which is amazing. And I find that the second part that we're going into, which obviously is about how they show themselves and how each other may be, be perceived, is that this person is coming up with judgment. Like, this person here may have honestly given up on relationships altogether. This person may have been like, I'm never dating again. And then they met you and they're like, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm feeling so great. I didn't think I would feel this way before. I mean, I feel this way ever again, pretty much. Because judgment can talk about a situation that comes back, from the dead. Something that they may have thought was never going to return to them, and boom, there it is, right? Now, it could be a good situation, it could be a bad situation, and a lot of times I feel like it's something that definitely calls to action, that will bring them to a place where they have to act on something. So, them being through what they've gone through and changed and transformed, despite a situation very similar to this, they're in a position or in a predicament now where they have to react how they would react now, not how they would react then. So they probably see this relationship as and see this relationship as a review. And while you're seeing their transformation process, as you know, they're going through life changes in their life because this relationship is happening so fast, they're going through and analyzing how the relationship will be for them and how they're going to react to this relationship going forward, what things they're going to be doing differently, how they're going to be approaching things differently. If this opportunity for them is something that they are going unwilling to transform for, if that makes sense. So that's awesome. But the other hand, this person's having to remain strong, having to remain brave. And I think this is more of like, I feel like there's some interesting stuff with the strength card, right? Because it's like it's a mixture of having to remain brave and strong and kind of getting cold feet. I kind of get the sense of like someone is looking at that door and like, oh my god, I have to go through that. You know, and they have to kind of be brave with that because there's some changes, again, like I said, that they have to adopt and adjust to. Now, like I'm saying here, right, a lot of you guys may be having family situations where somebody may not agree with the relationship, and then, or you guys have situations where everybody's fine with the connection, but there's some things that someone has to adopt that they may not really have thought about really wanting to adopt because because they're dating that person. Now, this could be with culture, this could be with relationships, or religion rather. This could be with where you live. It could be about things, period. It could be, honestly, it could be so far as like moving a city block away to moving a state away. You know, there's a lot of things that could change. Well, to make this relationship kind of like nerve-wracking in the sense of like exciting but also daunting, because you're changing a whole part of yourself that you're used to. Now the thing is that I'm going to bring up something really that sounds off topic, but it's going to bring it back home a little bit. But for those of you that have a Gemini South node and a Sagittarius North node, like you guys may find this reading, for those of you that are watching this for your Rahus or your South node, I can't remember the name for that one, to be very resonating, because a lot of this is inspiring you guys to go in a direction that you are not familiar with. Because I think this relationship, this is cool. You guys have a dynamic. It's perfect. You guys feel connected. But the things that you guys, the people that you guys are different in your day-to-day lives. So this person is comfortable with change, and you know, I take it back with that Nine of Swords, right? They may be going through some things that they have to change too because of how, you know, because of you, not because that they, you know, you enforce that change and you make them change, and because they feel obligated. It's because I think this is ultimately a spiritual choice. They don't have to take this if they don't want to, and I think everybody's getting a little bit of cold feet because everybody's changing to accommodate with one another, to love, to integrate, and to merge their lives together, right? That's what everybody has to do when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationships. They merge a part of their life with the other person's life to become one. And that's why I say you don't ever lose your personal self, but you do merge together to become one. And I think this is one of those situations. I think some of you guys are merging. Some of you guys are merging lives, and that can definitely get some cold feet up in here, right? Everybody could be like, holy crap, whoa, I'm changing my entire life, because this person here, it looks like they're doing that. Some of you guys are changing your entire lives for this relationship, or changing your lifestyle. Some of you guys are completely moving from one place to the next in a spiritual sense, if not physical. But I feel like that it's catching up to you guys because of how fast and how easy things click between the you guys. And I think both of you guys are recognizing for where you're standing that there's going to be some serious changes that you're not going to come back from. Not really. You're not going to be the same person again. That's the same thing with judgment. This person knows that this change is going to change them forever. This change is the ultimate change. They will never go back to who they were. And it's not like a bad thing, but it's also like a holy crap, this is putting to death my old self so the new me can live. You know what I'm saying? It's very scorpionic and I like it, but at the same time, it's an honorable process. because you guys are both mourning a part of you that you guys are never going to be able to connect with again, but you're also going to live a new life that's exciting, that's new, that's fresh, that emanates the true you, that's being authentic with this with who you are, which is why the Queen of Wands is the underlying energy. Some of you guys were doing this with a fire sign. Some of you guys are just doing this with somebody that has a very vibrant personality, or you're having to just connect with who you are through the authenticity that you guys have individually. So yeah, understandably, everybody's getting cold feet because there's a lot of changes happening in their lives. So the challenge here is naturally the Page of Wands, taking that first step, of change and embracing it fully. Because even though everything was, moving very fast and hitting, it's just connecting just perfectly. Because as you see here, the Eight of Wands, there's no obstruction, there's no confusion. Everything was happening in a very clear fashion. Then you got this one wand here that's going, wow, the Page of Wands. And you're like, okay, whoa, that is clearly not right. Well, that's clearly weird. What is this change of course? But this change of course is because you guys are both it looks like it's a merge, because this person, the way they're thinking is the Three of Cups. This is a merge to me. That's collaboration. That's cooperation. And it's understandably so that you guys are coming from a place of kind of feeling like, wow, holy crap, this is a really big step. And you guys have to be brave. At the same time, trust that you guys can adjust with the changes. Because there's some things that you guys are going to have to recognize with each other, or within the relationship, or within yourselves, that you may have a hard time adjusting, But is it, for a lot of you guys are trying to find that courage and that willingness to continue to fight through that. Some of you guys are honoring this point in your life. And it leads all the way back down here to the moon, right? You don't know where you're going. Not really. That there is a path down in this area here. Like if you look closely at the moon, you can see that path. It goes and extends. But where it goes, where it leads, that's for you to decide. That's for you to take the courageous leap and go down that road. While the other person here with the Nine of Swords is definitely stressed out. Definitely under a lot of pressure on their own part, because this is a change on them too. This is adjustments on them. So they have to trust themselves 100% and truly believe in themselves, because this is a change that I feel like, they're ready to take, but honestly still very anxious about what the outcome will be, because they still have doubts in themselves. There's doubts in their confidence too. Like this is a very ultimately kind of adjusting period for the both of you guys. And of course, your confidence is going to be questioned here. This is the test of confidence here. Is this something that you're really just ready to step into? And if so, it's taking that step that's like staring you in the face. And it's understandable to have that kind of, that cold feet, but understand too, don't let the change intimidate you. I feel like that's obviously why the religious values come in. That's why, like, when this card come up in the past, I was like, oh, this could indicate age differences, different people that your races, people of different races dating, and people of, different cultures and different religions dating, being involved with one another. You overcome the change by facing it in the face together. By facing that change and saying, no, you're not going to change me from being my authentic self to accommodate you. And this may not be one of those situations where other people are peer pressuring you and telling you to do this and telling you to do that. Some of you guys may be going through that situation. Some of you guys may not. But this right here is like a personal change for both of you. And it's something, it's going to inspire growth for both of you, yes. But it's, it's, again, like I said, not personal influence, not people influencing, and not outside people influencing, but this is your change. This is you leaving the old and jumping into something brand new. And it's saying goodbye to your old life so you can have a new life. And it can be hard sometimes. So I don't see any real resistance. But I do see that there is like a little shock factor in this, like a little realization. The time is slowed down, I feel. Like everything was going super fast, and now everybody's like, brace yourself. And it's because everybody's having to tap into to that part of them that's unknown. It's crazy that card comes up. But, tap into that part of them that's unknown. Tap into a world where it's unknown. Being aware of a lot of their insecurities. Like, I think the Gemini, you're recognizing a lot of your insecurities, and where you felt the most insecure is where you're at, not where some other foreign entity. Not saying that this person is foreign or anything like that, and not trying to be disrespectful, but understanding from from your perspective, right? This is something brand new, brand spanking new. Brand spanking new to the point where you haven't even spanked yet. It's all brand new. But it's like, you want to do it. It's just, I get it. I just feel like you guys got this. And regeneration is saying that. You got this. What goes brings in. That's right. Like that beautiful death and life situation. And this right here is talking about the transition of your life together. What you're used to, you're going to have to create new traditions, new things to love, things to hate, right? But together, or in a different situation. Those of you that may be coming together, some of you guys that are moving apart, you guys are having to, really take that step and truly, find a new you. Because honestly, wherever you're going, whatever this relationship is for you guys, separating or coming together, it's rebuilding a part of you. It's building something new on top of what no longer is a part of your life. Everybody's transforming right now. It's a very big transformative time for you guys, especially in this reading. And it's about allowing yourself to just be who you are in the moment and what you want to achieve, and focus on what is what you're doing this for, yourself, your enjoyment, what your heart is telling you. And keep walking, keep changing, keep adjusting, keep transforming, because that confidence will kick in, because you'll realize what is truly right for you guys. Big message, Gemini. I'm going to let you guys go, though. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have been giving me. I want to thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos. I truly appreciate you guys so much. And with that said, I'm going to just go ahead and let you guys go for the week. I'll see you guys next week, or the dailies, whatever. And I'll see y'all real soon. Take care, y'all. Bye, guys.